Making moves, flipping real estate. We building wealth, get your minds right and elevate. Yo, it's the mortgage king, we do it truly, bro. Dropping gems like a thief up in the jewelry cell. Wealth building equity in real estate, the mission. Collaboration is greater than competition.
YouTube, we are back. Matt Garland here. Yo, Matt Garland here. And MLS number 58700, better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. Yo, if you're in the YouTube comments, let me know if I sound like Megatron or not, all right? Let me know if Took still messed up the audio. Are we good right now, YouTube? What's good? Gemini, go on YouTube. How we sounding right now? Because I ain't going to get in here into my whole soliloquy and rants if I'm sounding like Megatron. I sound good on YouTube? All right, everybody on Instagram, head over to the YouTube page right now. If you on YouTube, shout out to y'all, loud and clear. Finally, Took's got his ish together, people. All right? Took's got his ish together. We still on Instagram Live. This is the guy right here. Blame him, okay? Blame him. All right, everybody on IG, I'm out of here. Go to my YouTube page, MG the Mortgage Guy. If you're here on YouTube right now, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. Shout out to my brother Pete with the super chat. I really appreciate you, Pete. Throw Pete on the... and shout out to the MG bots. Yo, I don't understand how we have so much like technology and IG and YouTube. Y'all can't figure out these spammer bots. Like, give me a fucking break with this. I'm sick of these scammer bots. They make up all these fake pages. They're DMing people, telling them I'm going to give them $5,000. And y'all know damn well I'm not giving y'all $5,000. Please don't fall for the scammers on Instagram and YouTube in the comments and your DMs. Please check the spelling of the name because the spelling of the name is always wrong. All right? I have no time for the bots. No time for the scammers. If y'all on my IG page, go over to my YouTube right now because I'm on YouTube live right now. And shout out to my brother Pete with the super chat and all the fake pages that keep coming up. I've been trying to get verified on Instagram. They keep declining me. I don't know why. Like, what else do I have to do to get verified? But whatever. All right, IG. All you guys over here, go to my YouTube page, MG the Mortgage Guy. We're going to keep that convo over there. I'm off IG. All right. What's up? What's up to all my people? Look, this is a live Q&A. Shout out to all y'all. I just came on here really to talk some rants and some gems with y'all. We was on Instagram having a good time. I decided to come over here on YouTube because there was so many comments coming up on my in my comments on the IG live that I said, look, this information, I don't be saving a lot of my IG lives lately, so I said, why not get some of y'all to come on here with me or ask me questions in the comments, and we'll answer them, so that way this information could live forever on YouTube, all right? So first and foremost, shout out to all my EYL University members. Shout out to all the earners. We got a big class tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the credit dude, where he's going to be breaking down personal versus business credit and everything that aligns with building business credit, et cetera, et cetera. So that's tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, exclusively for EYL University members. All right. The Homebuyers Blueprint Volume 1. Man, shout out to everybody who has the blueprint, who's a part of the Homebuyers Blueprint community. Those are some of the most educated home buyers in the marketplace today because they have taken the time to take this course. It's the encyclopedia for home buying. Over 100 plus videos, 15 plus hours of content in the Homebuyers Blueprint. Webinars that I'm doing weekly, bi-weekly right now. Those have been uploaded as well. We've had some great webinars over the past couple of weeks. I might do another one tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Depends on my schedule. This week, tomorrow, I got a lot going on. So in the comments, not the comments. I keep thinking I'm on Instagram. But in the description of this video, I'm going to put a special link for all my YouTube people. 80% off the blueprint. Link will be in the description. take advantage of it. That link will only be good for 48 hours. Okay? So let's see what kind of questions we got. Hold on. Come on, Tooks. You got to get these things. That person said, get the course. It's awesome. Who was that? I need to see their name. Digital Glow. Shout out to Digital Glow. You got the course. It was awesome. If you got the Homebuyer's Blueprint, Tooks, can you put the link so people can join us today if they want to jump on? Am I adding house hacking from the... What? I can't even see that, bro. You come on, Tooks. What we doing here, Tooks? Are you adding the house hacking from EYL in the Blueprint course? Yes, Gemini. I am adding that. Actually, I'm going to text my team right now and tell them add that to the mix right now. Add the Blueprint. Add the house hacking webinar. Hacking webinar. I'm texting right now. Blueprint. All right, so that's going to be up there today. All right. House hacking webinar. We did a house hacking one-on-one webinar last week. There was about 900 people that came on the webinar last week. It was phenomenal. Great class. About almost 2 hours of gems, man. And I taught you guys how to successfully house hack, right? Using financing, because not too many people understand how to house hack, all right? So Young says, since market is in fire right now, are we overpaying? Yes, you're going to pay more right now to get into this market, right? What do you need? The Blueprint link?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna text that link to you. Don't use that one. That's not the 80% off. I'm gonna text the Blueprint link. So we're gonna put the Blueprint link. If you want the Blueprint, Tooks is gonna put it in the comments right now. And then also I just text you the link. So are you overpaying? Look, the market is on fire right now, okay? And it's a supply and demand issue in the market. There's not enough homes for the amount of buyers that are out there. So are you going to pay more than what you would have 2 years ago? Absolutely. That's just how the markets work, right? The market goes up, the market goes down. It is what it is. If you want to get in today's market, which there are still some great opportunities and great deals out there, depending on the property you're looking at, expect to have a lot of competition. So homes are going above asking price right now. Like my guy B Davis, he was just on Instagram and he was saying, look, talk to people about if you're going in to buy a home right now, and if you're going at asking price, you're wasting your time. All around the country, this is happening. Asking price is not even good enough no more because there's 30, 40 offers already above the asking price. So unfortunately right now, if you want to buy a home, if you want to invest in real estate, you're gonna pay a little bit more than you probably will want to. Now, do I advise going over asking price? Hell no. I don't advise it. I put in about 20 offers this year on property and no contracts yet. Well, I had 2 contracts, but those deals wound up falling through, right? So I don't really count those. But all of these people are just counter offering the hell out of me. And most of them are counter offering above asking price. And me personally, you know, I don't need to rush to get something. I can take my time. So it's a tough market to be a buyer right now. I'm not even gonna hold you guys up. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it. It is a tough market to be a buyer right now because it's just so many of y'all that's out there in the marketplace. So yes, you will overpay in today's market depending on what market you're in. All right, what we got going on? I can't see.
Questions?
Yeah. Throw some questions on the thing.
Doing a lot right now.
And if anybody want to get on, you put the link in the chat for them to get on live. Link is in the comments. If you want to jump on live with me. Links are in the comment to jump on live. Okay? While Tooks get his shit together. I got Tooks working for his money because he had us sounding like Megatron the last YouTube live I tried to do. So link right there. He just put it in the comments. If you want to jump on live, please do so. Jump on live and make sure you like, comment, share. Hit the bell for notifications. I want to start coming back on YouTube a lot because Tooks be harassing me. All right. Put some questions on the joint. So would you advise renting now over buying? She ready to live. Do I advise renting versus buying? Look, she ready to live. Jump on this with me because I think that's a good conversation to have. Do I advise you to rent right now versus buy? Rent versus buy. Hot topic, right? I am not one of those folks who will sit here and bash anybody for renting or making a choice to be a renter, right? It is necessary. You need a place to live. If you are not ready to purchase a home, if you feel like the market is overpriced, if you're having any doubts, et cetera, then rent. Do what you got to do. Now, if you are ready to buy, my advice is you should always buy real estate. Even if it's not going to be your primary residence, you should buy an investment property. I am an ownership advocate. I'm always going to want my people to own shit, especially people who look like me. You know what I'm saying? We have to get into the mindset of owning because that's how you control things. So do I advise you to rent? No, but I won't bash you because you will rent. There's a lot of folks out here will tell you don't rent. You should always buy. You're throwing away money. I'm not one of those people. I don't believe you're throwing away money if you're renting, in my honest opinion. You got to do what works best for you. But should you buy versus rent? I'm always going to say yes, you should buy. All right, who's on here with us? What's up, brother?
What's going on, brother?
What's your name? Where you from?
Jonathan Burnett. Just relocated from New York to Atlanta, Georgia.
Shout out to you, my brother. What part of you in the ATL now, huh?
Yeah, man. I just bought a house in Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I got a decent house. I paid $263 for 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 0.75 acres in the back.
That's $1 million in New York.
More than $1 million, I would say. The house back in New York though was a 2-family. We converted the basement and the garage. We threw up one of those little Intex pools, so we created the garage into like an apartment. So
okay.
we got a lot of value coming out that house, but that's all rented now except for the apartment where I was living at because we took a quick decision. My wife got offered a great deal in New York and Georgia, so we made the move. So
smart.
That's how come everything is empty right now, you know. So
smart,
but
brother, smart. I think that was a good move.
I just caught on with and I apologize if I butcher it, but the Earn Your Leisure, and then I bumped into you, and I've been feeding you to everybody who's talking to me about buying houses and stuff right now. I've been feeding it like crazy because I know that I messed up when I jumped into this house.
Why do you think you messed up?
Because I believe that the person who was helping me really didn't do the right thing. Like 3 days ago I was hearing a old one of these YouTubes that you did on Earn Your Leisure, and you were talking about going properly through every single thing. And after I bought the house, I bumped into a bunch of plumbing issues and gas issues, and when it rained really hard, water in the garage. And I'm new to the area. I don't really know nobody, so I go through the yellow pages and I just start calling the plumber here, there. And after I bought the house, I'm already like $3,000-$4,000 in, and the plumbing issues are still coming. But
Did you do a home inspection?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. But since I was new to the vicinity, I just let the real estate lady take care of everything. And she was like, "No, I got this guy." So we went with that guy because I ain't know no better. So that's how it is, you know. And then the same thing with the mortgage. She's like, "Oh, I got this guy," but he strung it along. I should have signed before Christmas is when I should have had the house, and I didn't get it until January 5th. But I felt a little bit better because I heard you say something that sometimes things get out of hand and they might be extended and etc. But I believe just the home inspection is what I believe I got at, because I had to rush. I had to pay extra to get them to come quicker, and there was no need to really pay extra because I didn't get anything any quicker.
Yeah.
So, I have a question that's way apart from this. I just found something now from a real close friend of mine lives in Florida, and she's been paying her rent religiously. She's been living in this house for like 6 years now. Her kids are there with her, and her nieces and nephews. But she was just served paperwork that the house is in foreclosure, even though she's been paying the full rent, which is the value of the mortgage. And when she called the homeowner, he was just like, pardon the French, he was like, fuck it, I'm not paying the mortgage, so you do whatever you want. Start finding an apartment, don't pay me rent no more. So
Wow. So he took her rent money and was going to Vegas with it, basically.
he moved to Morocco. He's been collecting the rent on all his properties, and he's just letting everything go to shit. Which I don't
Wow.
understand. Why would you do that right now when the market is so high? Like when I moved here to Atlanta, I came for 2 weeks, and I had to go back to New York to leave my job with 2 week notice and respect and all that stuff. Our company always treated me right, so I didn't want to leave in bad terms, and I left. And it was so hard for my wife to find a house. And then when I got back to Atlanta, I just started looking at 15, 20 houses a day until I finally found the house that I wanted. And well, we wrote on it. So I just don't understand right now with the market being so high, why would you let it get lost? Like short sell it or do something else with it that you could just make money right now. Why? But my main question is there anything that she can legally do, like speaking with a lawyer or maybe something that I can direct her in your direction where she can speak to the bank directly and try to buy it from them before it goes to auction? But she would like to buy the property.
Um, Unfortunately, she's not an owner of the property. So unfortunately, she can't really do nothing. She met her obligation was to pay rent,
Right.
and she made her obligation. The owner's obligation was to pay mortgage, but he defaulted, so he will be dealt accordingly with the banks and go through foreclosure. So unfortunately, there's nothing that she can do because she held her into the bargain. It's just the homeowner didn't do his. So unfortunately, that happens. People just are deadbeats. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
sir.
they just do. They That's just evil. You know what I'm saying? Just to collect somebody's money, knowing you're not paying the bills and you're gonna let the house go away, like just you don't care. You know, this is somebody's livelihood. They're making their house. They have their family there, and it's unfortunate. But that's not the first time I've heard something like this. Unfortunately, this happens all the time. The only
Yeah.
thing that she can do right now, they're going through the list pendants and the foreclosure proceedings. She can try to call the bank and try to work out something where she can buy it from them, but that might be difficult too. They may put that thing through foreclosure and hold it for a while. Who knows? You know, it all depends on the bank who pays the mortgage. Depends on how much inventory they have coming into foreclosure. So it might be a while before they actually foreclose on that property. So what I would probably tell her to do is just stack her money and start looking for a new place ASAP. You know,
Yeah, because
because
it's gonna be hard even to buy a house right now because the market in Florida is crazy. I have a house in Port Concord Lane in Florida, and the house went up like 120,000. But I bought it from the bank. I bought that one directly from the bank, and I explained to her how hard that shit was because the people who were living there, same shit. They were just squatters. They stopped paying the mortgage, but they were junkies, so they started selling everything from inside the house. The bank made me do so much shit before I even got to buy the house from them. They made me paint it. They made me make it legally livable. And then once they said, "Listen, you're approved already, everything, but I need you to do this, this, this." So we did all of that, and then they finally gave us the house. But the process was like 7 months. So I explained to her how hard it was. That was my first property, and I told her, I said, "Listen, I went through hell, and I didn't even know you were gonna do this. I just happened to jump on Instagram and I saw you, and then I just plugged into YouTube, and I said, who better than to ask than you?" And
No,
I
I
kind of
definitely.
gave her the same answer, but
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely on the same page, man. She's in a terrible position to be in right now with going through that situation. And look, man, people are deadbeats out here. And somebody just asked the question, rent versus own, right? In the comments here on YouTube, is it better to rent or to own? And this is one of the casualties of renting, right? Like you can't control what the landlord is doing with your money,
true
and
indeed.
you can have the wool pull over your eyes when you get a notice in the mail that says, "Hey, we're about to foreclose on this property." Then you like, "Damn, I'm screwed." You know what I'm saying? And I've been paying on time, and there's nothing that you can do at that point. So this is one of the 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 terrible things that can happen when you are renting from anybody, whether it's a private landlord, it could be institutions, it could be anybody. Anybody can stop paying their bills. You know what I mean? So this is why I encourage ownership versus renting. I don't bash renting. I think it's necessary, but you should definitely always try to own, in my opinion, because now you're controlling the narrative and you're controlling what's happening with your day to day. But unfortunately, man, your friend, she's just gonna have to save her money. She got a few months to save. You know what I mean? It's not like they're gonna kick her out tomorrow.
Right.
Um,
So
so
she
she
just
has a
got
few months.
served. She has some time to stack, I would assume.
How much
It's not
time did they
going.
give her?
I didn't ask her. I didn't really get into the details. She just called me yesterday, like really upset. She was like, "Oh, is there anything that you know?" Or and I told her what I went through, like I explained to you, and then I told her I said the best thing you could do is just stack your paper, bro. Stack, stack, stack. She's lucky. She works in the medical industry, so she's not worried about not having a job or any of that nature right now because of the pandemic. Medical, you're in there regardless. You got a job,
Yeah,
but
unfortunately, she's just gonna have to stack, 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 and then just get out and find something
yeah.
else.
And well, yeah, man. I appreciate your time and thank you, bro. And I watched a lot of your YouTubes and a lot of your stuff with that you've done with collabs with other people. And I'm about to actually go buy your real estate course today. Me and my homegirl are gonna go do that now because we're about to go in heavy with this. And I told her about you, and I just send her mad links from all the stuff that you've been doing. But I appreciate you even taking your time out. There's not too many people like that would really want to spread the knowledge to other people because
Hmm.
we're in a greedy world where if you found out how to make $1 million right now, you'd be selfish and you just want to keep that for yourself. And
That's a
it's
fact.
not and it's not even like that. Look, this is me right here. I'm
You
out
ain't
here
playing.
I'm out here getting my shit ready to start trading. I don't trade. I trade binary options and stuff, but
Okay,
um, I'm I'm going in. I ran the bag today, $1,200 in 33 minutes. It's
that's a
good for me,
beautiful thing, bro. Look,
But I try to spread the knowledge, but people tell you that it's a scam, and I tell everybody trading forex is not a scam. People feeding you a platform that is not showing you how to get ahead in the industry is the scam.
hmm
But if you can learn how to trade, just like if you can learn how to buy real estate like you can't nobody go out there and screw you right now because
that's a
you
fact.
already know the game like the back of your hand. So if I try to spit to you something that's not true, you're just like, all right, this dude's lying. So why am I even wasting my time? And you go walk away. So same thing. Once I can show people how I can run the bag in 30 minutes and you don't jump on this, then that's your own self. Street
Nah, I
corner is always there.
I agree. I agree with you. Not everything is a scam, and people call things scams that they don't really understand. You know
That's
what I'm
what it
saying?
is. You don't understand. When I first jumped into this, I didn't understand this from a hole in the wall. And I was like, yo, this is all bogus. I was losing money left and right, thinking I knew what I was doing. And I got smoked. Six G's in the hole. And I was like, what do I do? And I was like, you know what? Start educating myself. And I just got on, no more trading. Education, 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 education. And I run the bag. I take a $20 account in one day and I turn that $20 into 14, $1,500 by the end of the day.
That's beautiful, bro.
And you
That's
can't, you know what I mean? You
beautiful.
can't beat that. Now it's not every day, but it's life. You know, you win some, you lose some, but it's a part of the game.
Absolutely, man. You take it one day at a time, man. But I definitely appreciate you coming on, man. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate your
Thank you very
support.
much for everything.
No problem, brother. Thank you,
All
man. I
right, take
appreciate
care.
you. All right, peace out. Shout out to the good brother, man. Who's this right here? Yo, what's going
Oh,
on?
yeah, what's going on? What's going on, man?
Alive and blessed, bro. What's your name? Where you from?
My name is David. I'm from Harlem. The last time I seen you, you was over at Dykeman.
Ha ha ha! Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What's up, my brother?
Everything's going good, man. I
Shout
appreciate
out to
it.
everybody who came out to Dykeman for the
Yo, yeah,
turkey giveaway.
it was definitely a blessing that whole day, man.
Yeah, man, that was love, King.
I appreciate it. So my question is, I have two questions. So, what is the max that you could put down for a gift to help somebody with the down payment? You talked about it a little bit in the blueprint, but you kind of breezed through it. The gift part to help people with down payments,
Hmm. And it's
and
really there's really no limit to what you can give somebody a gift. You know,
okay,
I've seen people give as low as 5,000 on a gift, and I've seen as much as 300,000 as a gift.
all right, all right, cool. And then my next question personally is because me and my girl is gonna go. Is planning on doing some house shopping, and we want to go start speaking to loan officers, and we want to know if there anybody you would personally recommend in the New York City area that you dealt with personally that would help people of our hue.
Absolutely. Look, I know one of the best people in the world for mortgages, right? His name is MG, the mortgage guy. He's the mortgage king, right? This guy is phenomenal. He be giving the
Beautiful.
lowest rates. He be saving people money. He be educating them. He come out. He got real estate courses. He be on Instagram Live, YouTube Live, DMs,
The YouTube,
EMs.
I heard he sounded like Megatron.
He sound like Megatron because it's fucking Tooks Productions over here, right? But yeah, nah, MG the mortgage guy, bro. I can definitely help you. I'm nationwide, so anybody across the country, if you're looking to apply for the mortgage, at the end of this video, we're gonna put it in the description, a link if you want to apply. Link is in my Instagram bio also. If you're looking to apply for pre-approvals, if you're in contract, if you want to refinance, me and my team can help you guys nationwide. So I'm here to help you, brother, man. I would love to help you, especially since I met you already.
Yeah,
And you was out there doing good service for the community also. So it'll be an honor to help you and your family, bro.
that's a blessing. I appreciate it. So I'm planning on I'm going through your list, your checklist of what to bring to the table when you see a loan officer. So hopefully by the 19th of this month, so next week, I'll be in your inbox.
Let's do it, brother. I'm looking forward to helping you and your family.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, peace, King. Shout out to my guy right there. Let me get some likes on YouTube, man. I need those likes to go up, man. It's about 200 of y'all here, and I got 23 likes. What kind of foolishness is this, man? Y'all can't be having me coming on here answering questions, and y'all can't even do me one favor and take 1 second just to go like. Come on, man. Let's be respectful of the situation. Like the video. It don't cost you nothing to like, and then subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. All right. Hit the bell for notifications. Like, come on, man. Huh? What's that? Let's see. Have there been any changes with FHA regarding requirements for purchasing 3 to 4 multifamily units in New Jersey? Of course, there's been changes, right? And I spoke about this a while back, but MG won't help you if you have less than 350K. That is absolutely false. I don't know what you're talking about. Who just said that? Somebody. It's a new comment. Hip to the dip, or whatever they said. MG won't help if you have less than 350K. Oh my God. That is false. It was 300K. Number one. It was 300K. Get it right, all right? Stop, don't be coming on here capping. It wasn't 350. It was 300 is my minimum loan amount, all right? But I changed that. because I hired a bunch of people. And the reason why, let me tell you something that banks do. What banks do, or people, mortgage professionals do, when there's a lot of volume, you know what they do? They raise interest rates to slow up the volume. You know what I do? I cut off certain loan amounts to slow up volume so that way I don't have to to raise my interest rates. A lot of banks, when they got too much volume, they're going to make certain changes. They're going to eliminate programs. They're going to take certain loans in. They're going to stop taking certain loans in, right? Because it's too much volume and it becomes very overwhelming to your staff. And you want to be able to service the people that's in there already. So when you guys see me saying, hey, I only accept loans at this amount, or I'm not doing this type of loan right now, is because I'm trying to maintain the sanity, first and foremost, of me and my team, the service levels of the customers that are in here, which is very important. Okay? Now, since I just hired a bunch of new people and we close a bunch of loans, now I will help you down to 150,000. Okay? So, nationwide financing is available if you want to apply for a mortgage. Minimum loan amount 150,000, not 350. Hip to the dip. That was cap. Who's next?
Somebody in the.
All right, let's talk to her. Queen, what's up?
Hello.
What's your name and where you from?
Hello. You guys can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Jordana, I was on IG Live with you.
Oh, you was on IG with me.
Yes.
Welcome.
Okay. When you were sounding like Megatron.
Shout out to
I'll
Toots.
make this really quick. So I came up on your page because my friend Allison, she worked with you and you've been great. So I've been following EYL and I like what you guys are doing. So I did make a pre-approval appointment for April 30th. So gonna get that. I already did that.
You wait, hold on. Your appointment is April 30th?
Yeah.
Why is my calendar that booked up already?
No. So basically for me personally, like I want to stack some more bread. I just paid off all my debt. I worked on my credit. My husband is on like the 800 credit score. I'm like the 700. So I feel like with my calculations, April 30th was a good day for me. And I'm actually working on, I'm working with your team member. I believe her name is the Mortgage Queen.
Marsha, yeah.
Yeah. So I made my appointment. I'm getting my paperwork together, but I'm just on here trying to do some research. So the first thing I want to know, you explained the FHA loan limits in New York City. So for a 2-family, what was that number again?
2-family. All right. So look, this is what I'm gonna teach you right now. So that way you can always stay on top of this stuff. Google, because I don't know the limits off the top of my head. I think it's like $1 million or something like that. But for anybody who's watching this, if you want to, because FHA, just so I can break this down for folks, right? FHA has different loan amounts, loan limits for different counties. The New York loan limits will be different in Georgia, right? It will be a lot less in Georgia compared to New York and vice versa in other cities. So if you want to know what's the max FHA loan limits for your county, only thing you have to do is Google FHA loan limits and put the county that you're in and put the calendar year. So I'm in Nassau County right now. So I would type FHA loan limits, Nassau County 2021. And then that will bring up the chart and you'll see exactly where you are. So where are you in New York?
So we're trying to get a multifamily in Brooklyn, New York. That's the goal.
So if you Brooklyn, like 5 boroughs, Long Island, Westchester's all going to be the same. So I believe it's going to be, look, let me just look at it right now. I think it's $1 million and some change. I don't know. But we're going to figure this out right now. FHA loan limits, New York, right? So it came up real quick. So for a 2-family, let's see, where are we? So for a 2-family, we had $1,053,000.
Okay.
So for a 1-family, $822,375 is the max loan amount. For a 2-family, $1,053,000. For a 3-family, $1.272750, and for a 4-family, $1.581750.
All right, cool. The other question I have that I couldn't find the answer on Google because it was just too much. There's so many is there like income restriction or?
Yes.
Okay.
It's income restrictions with Sony May. Depends on the product and program. And again, on their website, they have all that information also. It just depends on what the program you're trying to go for with Sony May to see which income bucket you're falling. Because they have like 4 or 5 different programs with different income limits.
Got it. And then my last question is to go off what the other guy said about the gifts, right? Because I might be getting a gift from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know sometimes you have mentioned don't move any random money while you're in the pre-approval process. Would it be okay before, obviously, like let's say if I get the gift in this month, I'm not really starting anything until April. Would that look suspect? Like, okay, where did this large amount of money come from?
Not at all, because remember, we need 2 months. That money can be, if the money is seasoned in your bank account for 2 months, then by the
Got
time you get into contract, that money will already be seasoned. So you don't need to even show where it came from. It's just, let's just say if you got into contract March 1st and you got that deposit today, right? Now we got January and February bank statements we have to produce, and we're going to see that deposit. So now we're going to have where did it come from? And we're going to have to document it. And if it was a gift, we have to document it. But let's just say they're going to give you that deposit March 1st, but you don't sign a contract to June. Then you're fine. You don't even have to document the gift.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I was just kind of waiting because to me, I don't want to get into a house and just empty out all my savings. So I think for us, it was just more like, let's save some reserves. I want to meet comfortably. I would like at least 25K of just savings, and then maybe 40K for down payment. Because what I don't want to do is go into a house and shit gets broken, and now I'm like unhappy and poor. So that's why I was like, let me just get some more paychecks in. So thank you.
Smart. Look, don't be house rich and cash poor. I preach that. Especially in New York, right? Because New York is one of the worst states for being a landlord. Let's just call a spade a spade. The laws in New York is not on our favor as landlords. So you got to make sure you can pay your mortgage. And especially if you're looking at BK, you're talking $1 million mortgage. That's a $7,000 payment right then and there. So you need to make sure that you can pay that mortgage because your tenant ain't guaranteed to pay you $1. So going in there with an ample amount of reserves, just in case the BS happens, is the smartest thing that you and your family can do. Just because you're in New York and that payment is so high. So definitely make a wise move and continue to stack. I like that. That's smart.
Well, thank you. You've been great. I will be working with you all soon.
Did you get the blueprint, Queen?
I did. Allison already, my friend Alex, she was like, you need to buy this right now. So she's been preaching you guys, so she actually put me on. So all I do is go on YouTube, and it's like, oh my God, who are these guys? Like, this is MG Mortgage guy. So I've been watching you guys.
How far along are you in the blueprint right now?
So she actually just sent it to me like yesterday, and that's how she was like, oh, he's on live right now. So I'm surprised she's not here.
Where is she?
I don't know. She was like, he's on live. So I just got onto this. I'm like, all right, cool. So thank you for even letting me, jump on.
Nah, no problem. Tell her I said thank you also. And tell her to holler at me. Come on live with me.
It's all word of mouth. So you guys been doing great work. So I'll see you guys in April.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
There, bye.
All right. Look, Capitol Hill 1983. Shout out to my guy for rocking the hoodie for Chris. Tell your man Chris thank you. When he sent me the hoodie, it was no information in there. Like, people send me clothes all the time, so I didn't know who it came from. So can you tag his Instagram or something in here so that way I can make sure I tag him in my Instagram stories with this? Somebody screenshot this to me and send this to me, right? Because I want to make sure that homeboy, he sent me this. I appreciate him, but I want to make sure I tag him in his clothing company. So somebody screenshot this right now for me. DM me this picture so that way I can have this up here with the Capitol Hill 1983 on it. But shout out to Chris for sending me some drip. I like drip. You want to send me drip? Send it my way. DM me if you got some clothing, and I'll tell you where to send it. But when you send it, please make sure you put your Instagram name or your company name, something, so when I do wear it, I can make sure I tag you.
This is 80% off link?
What?
Just
Yeah,
like his 80%.
the one I gave you. Yeah, that's an 80% link.
Yeah, you got the one in the
All right,
life.
I'm live. Yo, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what's good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's going on, bro? Where you from? What's your name?
Staten Island, man. My name is Tony C, man. I
Shout
spoke
out
to
to
you on
Charlene in the building.
exactly. I'm an earner also, man.
Shout out to all my motherfucking earners, man.
Come on, man.
Yo, shout out to all the earners. If you're an earner, put that graduation cap in the comments right now. I fucking love my earners, man, because I know this is going to be a good question because you're educated.
Yeah,
You're
man.
earners.
So I was wondering, right, if you could break down the refinance out of a hard money loan. Let's say you make your LLC,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you find your fix and flip or whatever you have. Now, to pay basically the lender back and like to refinance, could you break it down on like
So,
different
all
ways?
right, so you basically talking about your exit.
Yeah.
So the main thing when you're doing a hard money loan, right? When you first buying, it's all about your ARV, right? Most hard money lenders are going to cap you at between a 65 and 70% ARV. And for those of you who don't know what an ARV is, that's the after renovated value, okay? So again, like I always tell you, you make money in real estate when you buy, not when you sell. So you got to make sure you're buying right, especially if you're using hard money. If you have folks that are offering you high ARVs like 75%, you probably don't want to do that deal because if you flip flop, you're not going to have enough room to refinance and get out of that. Now, on the exit, when you're trying to refinance out of your hard money, if you're going asset based, right? Most of those asset based lenders, especially if you're a multifamily, are going to cap you at a LTV. LTV stands for loan to value. Your loan to value will be capped at max 75% for no cash out refinance and probably max 70% for a cash out refinance. So if you purchase the hard money at what a 65% ARV, and if you want to do a rate and term refinance just to exit out of that hard money loan, and if you have an asset-based lender already lined up for your exit, and if they tell you 75% is their max loan to value, then you have a 10% cushion. You know what I'm saying? To be able to refinance out of that hard money and go into an asset-based loan or conventional mortgage. Now, where people make mistakes, bro, is that they find these hard money lenders that will give them aggressive ARVs, right? 70, 75%. And now if that flip flops, now they have to refi to get out, and now they're stuck because they don't have enough equity in that home to meet the new program guidelines to refinance. So I think 2 weeks ago, we did a whole refinance webinar in the Homebuyer's Blueprint where I was kind of breaking down the LTVs, pretty much everything I just discussed, but in a little bit more detail. So it's very important that when you buying, especially using hard money, and if like say you buying a multifamily, 3-4 unit, a duplex, and you just using a hard money just to rehab it, but you want to keep that property for the long term, you have to make sure, number one, when you do this hard money, you have an exit strategy lender already in place. You already know what their guidelines are. You know exactly what they're going to do. You know what they like, what they don't like. So that way, when you close and fund on your first deal with the hard money, once your hard money is up and your house is rent ready, because most of the hard money lenders, the asset-based lenders, they won't lend until that property is rent ready. It doesn't have to be rented. It just can't be, a disaster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So knowing your lenders, and this is why I talk a lot about financing, because financing is the number one tool to build wealth in real estate, because you're not going to be paying all cash for these properties. A lot of these investors are not paying cash. They're using financing. And this is why I think I'm very necessary to the culture, because I want to be able to educate you guys properly, because it's easy when people talk about, yo, I flipped this house, I made this money, I did this, I did that, this is my rental property, but they're not telling you the mechanics behind the financing so that way they can get it done. So the most successful investors understand two things very well: financing and construction. Once you master those two things, you now will become a real estate guru and make a lot of money, God willing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That sounds good, man. Thank you for the game. I appreciate it again. I definitely will be watching this back, of course.
No
But,
problem, bro.
I appreciate
Anytime,
the
man. You're an
game.
earner, man. Any questions? You in the Facebook group, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
If you're in the group, after you watch this, any questions, just ask me a question in the Facebook group and just make sure you tag me to it so I see it. And then I can always jump back on there and see a question.
Got you.
All right, brother. Good speaking to you.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to all my earners, man. I love my earners, man. Y'all always got some good freaking questions. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, man. We got a nice little audience with us right now. We ain't got enough likes though. Y'all playing yourself with these lack of likes. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Some of y'all playing yourself right now. Okay? Hit that damn like button, please, so we can keep the algorithms going. So that way the algorithms will push this type of content to our community. So that way you guys will understand and learn real estate financing. All right. Let's see what other questions we have. What time is it? 7 o'clock. How do I get in touch with your company? What's the website? Click the link in my Instagram bio. Hit apply now. That's how you get in contact with us. Follow all 3 steps if you apply now, please. Credit repair with the fist. Yes, I love it. Question, when working with you, how many times will my credit be pulled? Once with you and with the approved bank as well. I am the bank credit repair, so I don't need to be pulling your credit 101 times. And I'm glad you asked that question, right? When you guys are looking to get pre-approved, if you are not ready to close on a house in 4 months, do not waste your time getting pre-approved. Or you're going to have multiple credit pulls because your credit report is only good for 4 months, guys. For 4 months. So if a lender runs your credit and then you don't close within that 4 months, let's just say month 5, you now find the property. Guess what? Your credit has to be reran again. And that can potentially lower your credit scores. So if you want to avoid multiple hard inquiries, pause, make sure you are ready to purchase. Don't sit out here. Look, I know people will tell you got to shop the lenders, you got to get multiple quotes and all this other shit, for lack of a better word. But man, you don't need to do all of that if you're just looking for a house. Once you get pre-approved the first time, what I tell you to do is, why do you need to get 10 different pre-approvals? All of us lenders are going to be in the same ballpark, give or take an eighth or a quarter of a point in rate, and maybe a couple dollars on your loan amount approval, right? But that's why you guys got to get educated on understanding which banks you need to go to for what, because then you will save yourself a lot of time. This is why I created the Homebuyer's Blueprint, so you can get your game on track, not your wig pushed back. You need to understand what banks do what banks are good for this, what bank would do this, and then know your situation and know how to pre-underwrite your files just like these banks will, so that way when you go to someone, you're not wasting your time. And most importantly, if you come to me, you're not wasting my time. You know what I mean? So get the Homebuyer's Blueprint, Volume 1. Link is in the description and in the comments to get 80% off. A to Z in the home buying situation. Once you take the blueprint, you're not going to be, you don't need to shop around to 1,800 different lenders. You're going to understand the game well enough that you're going to make the right decision to hire the right loan officer that's going to be able to help you build from 1 property to 10 properties. But you're going to have to learn how to hire right. You don't need to shop around to 100 different lenders if you know what you're doing. You need to shop to 1 lender, get that 1 pre-approval letter, and when you get a contract, you have your other 2 or 3 lenders because you already interviewed them, and now you have a contract, and now you can have all of them look at your credit 1 time, so it's 1 inquiry on your credit report, because now you're in the position to lock in. So now you got loan officer A, B, and C. Now you can say, yo, this is the deal, this is what I'm doing, what can you offer me? And then they go let the best loan officer win at that point. Call it a day. Huh? Now the lady want a vacuum. Between Megatron and the vacuum, it's like it's always something. Sanchez, you says, MG, question. I have a house that I would like to rent out to a family member that has Section 8. Would it be a problem because we are family in NYC? How? If Section 8 allow it, then who cares? Section 8 is guaranteed money. So if your family member, I mean, y'all blood, y'all, I mean, not blood, but I mean, y'all got the same last name, they're going to know your family? Hell, shit, you could just be the landlord at that point. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would be a problem unless you got the same last name or something. That Section 8, if they have a specific rule behind it, then I don't think you should have a problem. But contact Section 8 yourself and see. You know, give them a hypothetical. You know, call them and say, hey, look, I'm thinking about getting approved with Section 8. Get some Section 8 tenants. What are your rules and your restrictions in 2021? You know, guidelines change all the time for these things, so you want to stay current and up to date. I will reach out to them directly and see what's really going on. How do you contact the underwriters? That is a good question. The great one, you don't. The underwriters don't want to hear from you. They barely want to hear from me. What makes you think they want to talk to you? Underwriters are secured and locked away. Consumers don't have contact to underwriters. Never in a million years will a consumer be able to call an underwriter and say, yo, underwriter, I don't agree with your decision or whatever. Underwriters ain't trying to talk to y'all. I'm telling you, they ain't trying to talk to us half the time. You know what I mean? So, like, nah, you can't, the great one, you can't talk to your underwriter. You can talk to your loan officer assistant, or the loan processor. The underwriter is completely off limit. They are the kings and queens of the castle. You're never going to speak to them. Don't even hold your breath on that one. I ain't even going to sugarcoat it for you either. Colby Harris says, I want to purchase a second home. How do you feel about using a HELOC to take money out to use for your next home? I love it. Equity is monopoly money, right? So use equity to buy more equity. That's what I say. Now, if you're taking the money from your primary residence, here's my disclaimer. Be smart. Don't blow the money, because now you're playing with the church's money. That is your primary residence. That's where your family lives. You're putting yourself into more debt. Be super responsible and be strategic and make sure you don't mess up the church's money, because that's where you live. There are some people that would tell you never to do that. I ain't one of them. I am the person who's going to say without risk, there's reward. And if you have $200,000, $100,000 of equity, you better go get your money, because that money will disappear if the market corrects itself, and you will lose that. 100K in equity today could be 25K tomorrow. Equity is monopoly money. It is not guaranteed. It is not an ATM. You cannot go to your house and put your freaking ATM card in it and say, give me some of my equity, right? So the shit is monopoly money. So if you're looking to build your real estate portfolio, using the equity in your primary residence could be that gateway, that path for you to do that. But be smart. Please, be smart. Don't blow it. Don't make bad investments, because you still have to live there and you still have that debt. All right? Mino says, I've heard summer is a seller's market. Should I wait until October to start the process of buying? Well, Mino, I don't know if you got the little thing, little joint. I don't even know what they call that over your end. What's they call that? Menyo? ¿Qué pasa, Menyo? Hola. Look, Menyo. Menyo. This is a seller's market. It's a seller's market because of supply and demand, not because of seasons like spring, summer, winter, and fall. That shit has nothing to do with nothing. It's all about supply and demand. Right now, there's less supply, meaning houses to sell, and there's a lot of demand, meaning a lot of buyers are in the market. So when should you start your process to buy a home? Is when you have financial security, you have money for your down payment, your closing costs plus reserves, You have some sort of job security, and you confident that you ain't gonna get fired because of this whole COVID-19 ish that's going on. All right, and you're mentally ready to go. You're not an emotional home buyer. You're a CEO of a real estate business. So once you have those 4 things lined up, go buy a house. Don't wait. There's no reason to wait. Go. Yes, it does, because there are less buyers. Gav Adams, I don't think you're in the market. It has nothing to do with that. What are you talking about? Yes, it does, because there are less buyers. Are you kidding me? There are buyers all year round. All year round. We just came out of, look, put Gav, put Gav, what's his name? Put that up there. Gav Adams. Put his joint up there. He says, yes, it does. BS. There are less buyers. I don't know what market you live in or what part of America you've been in for the past 2 years, but let me tell you something, Gav Adams. The buyers are out there all year long, and they've been out there during a pandemic, which is a bandemic, but that's another story. The buyers are out during a pandemic, winter, summer, spring, and fall. This is the busiest it has ever been in the history of the mortgage business. There's so many buyers out there. Yo, there's snow on the ground. There's buyers out when it was snowing, like looking for homes. So that winter, spring, summer, fall-ish don't rock in 2020, 2021. Sorry. There ain't less buyers right now. There's more than enough buyers out in the market in every season right now. And we talking about right now. I'm not talking about history. Fuck history. We talking about today. Today, this is a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market, and it's not going to be a buyer's market anytime soon until there's more inventory. Without the inventory, there ain't going to be no buyer's market. Period. I don't even know who the hell this is. Who the hell is that? Oh my God. Are you one of those people, RG, who's texting my cell phone like it's my DM? Oh my God. I need a drink. I ain't got enough green juice in this no more. All right, I'm done with this comment. Oh, man. Maurice Reeves says, can you talk about the difference between the credit score we see on Credit Karma versus what lenders see? Absolutely. Credit Karma is soft pull. What we do is a hard pull. Pause. Right? So ultimately, Credit Karma is going to show you this high-ass credit score, but when a lender look at it, it's probably going to be 20, 30 points less because it's a hard pull. Huh?
How do I get a hold of you?
Put it up on the screen. How do I get a hold of you? Link is in my bio to apply. Look, guys, I just want to be so respectful to all of y'all because I love every single last one of y'all. I swear I mean it so respectfully. Hold on. Let me just show y'all this, right? Can y'all see this right now? Focus in on that, Tooks. Do y'all see this on my joint right now? This is live, 7:08, Wednesday the 10th. You see my text messages, y'all? 3,011 missed text messages, right? Do y'all see that? Somebody type 3,011 in the comments, please. 3,011 missed text messages, right? I say this to say, and I show this to y'all because some of y'all just are just like, I love y'all, but like, yo, what the hell? Like, I can't answer, like, y'all treating imagine what my DMs look like right now. My DMs is in shambles. Like, it's in shambles. Like, that just gave me anxiety just thinking about this, right? Like, 3,011 people reaching out at one time. I can't answer all of y'all, man. Like I can't. I do my best to answer everybody. I swear I do. I really try to talk to as many people as possible. I do free content on Instagram, YouTube. We have EYL University, the Homebuyer's Blueprint, which is the encyclopedia for home buying. I can't answer all of y'all. I would love to. Trust me, I would love to, but I can't. I beg y'all, please stop Googling my name and getting my phone number and calling me and texting me all day long. I'm trying to work on the people who follow the system. Because the people who follow the system that I put in place to get in contact with me and my team to apply, because they're ready to go, it takes me away from those people when I'm answering text messages on my cell. It's like, yo, follow the system, please. I would love to help you, RG. The best way for anyone to reach me or one of my team members is to click the link in my bio or the link in the description of this video. Apply now. If you are ready to purchase a home and ready to close within 4 months, let's get you pre-approved and out in the market, okay? If you want to refinance, apply now, and we'll refinance you. If you are in contract, apply now. If you are working with another mortgage company and you are in contract to purchase a home or refinancing currently and you want a second opinion, hit the second opinion link in my Instagram bio, which we're going to put here in the description of the video too. Those are the ways to reach out to me. That way it's systematically, that way it's structured, and that way I can reach out to everyone who's reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to reach out to y'all.
We got somebody here who's upset with me.
Toots, can you please put my question back up? Get mad up and pass me up. Okay, put her question back up. That's the homie. All right, so that's how y'all reach out to me, please. 3,011 text messages is insane. Trust me, I know. Y'all texting me at 2 in the morning, asking me what's the minimum credit score for FHA, like I'm Google. Like, just Google the shit. Why are you texting me at 2 a.m.? All right. MG, have you ever helped someone refinance out of NACA loan? If not, do you know if there is a refi difference from FHA versus NACA to conventional? Good question. Have I ever helped someone refinance out of a NACA loan into another loan? Absolutely, yes. And it was only because they wanted to take cash out because they gained a lot of equity. Now, if you are in a NACA loan, I wouldn't recommend refinancing because your rate is probably dirt cheap. So you're going to lose that great rate. So I wouldn't refinance. If you want to pull equity out, I would recommend doing a home equity line of credit. But the people that I refinanced out of that couldn't qualify for the home equity line of credit, so we had to do cash out refinances. But in normal circumstances, I'm not recommending you refinance out of that NACA loan because that interest rate is so dirt cheap. Unless it's just extenuating circumstances will be the only time I will recommend that. But yes, I have done that. Whew. Audra Smith, put her up there. Shout out to Audra Smith. Hi, Audra. How are you? All right, she says, MG is responsive, but we have to read what the process entails. He done said how to reach him several times. Oh, my God. I would lose my mind. Audra, look, me and you are here, right? We are here, Audra, okay? Because I lose my mind every freaking day. And every day I say, what the hell is going on? Some days my text messages start at 5 a.m. Some days they end at 2 a.m. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Who are these people and who raised them? Because they have no goddamn kuth. They have no respect. They have no boundaries. And I don't remember any time in my social media career that I gave out my real phone number to anybody on the internet and said, hey, feel free to reach out to me. No. So yes, Audra, you and me have done business. I do my best to respond, but it gets out of hand some days. So if you have reached out to me and I haven't responded, because it's 3,000 other people, and your text message is way down there somewhere, and I can scroll up I can scroll up in my joint right now and be like, it's just Texas. And I'm still at, I just did that 3 times and I didn't even get to yesterday yet. This shit just gave me anxiety. I can't look at this no more. Shout out to my girl, Audra Smith. Oh, my team just hit me up. The Blueprint volume, the house hacking webinar is up now in the Blueprint. All right, so go to the Blueprint. It's up now. And you can go ahead and do that. I got to make sure the assessment goes up too. Hold on, let me get that going. Damn it. All right, so that's up. Damn, I can't find dude number now. See, all these damn text messages coming through, and I'm trying to find what I need to find right now. All right, who else is next? Somebody come on with me. I want to talk to somebody. I'm tired of reading. Somebody come on this joint. We're going to put the link in the comments. Come on up. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit that damn it. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Took's going to put in the comments if you want to join live. You can join live right now. Yeah. The Blueprint. Oh, I'm glad I just saw this text. The Blueprint is coming in Spanish. Espanol. ¿Qué pasas? All that good stuff. The Blueprint Volume 1 will be in Espanol come March. Okay? The whole course in Spanish. First to ever do it. Here where you heard it first, right? So if your first language is Espanol, I got the Blueprint in Spanish coming for you, baby. We're here to educate our Black and Hispanic kings and queens on home buying. We ain't playing around here at good old EYL University. Who's that? Nah, this don't look good. I don't see.
He just came on.
What's up, brother?
Hey, good evening, sir. How you doing?
Man, I'm alive and blessed. How about yourself?
I'm feeling the same way, man. I'm glad to be here.
Likewise, King. Glad to have you. Talk to us.
All right. My question is, now, I've been following you guys for a while. I went to the Jacob Javits Center when you guys was there.
Okay.
Which that's what encouraged me to want to buy a house.
Whoa.
Now, I'm a vet.
That's amazing.
And
I like that.
Thank you. I'm interested in buying a house, but there's like some credit cards I'm going to pay off. I have like 5 more thousand on a car, so I want to make sure I pay all that off. How do I know when I'm ready to buy a house?
Well, you're a vet, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your service, first and foremost.
Thank you.
So with VA loan, 100% financing. Although it is 100% financing, you still will have to put a deposit down on your contract and pay closing costs. But
right.
I tell everybody like this, bro. When you're ready to buy a home, you'll definitely know it because you'll feel secure. You'll feel ready. If you have down payment, closing costs, reserves, I'm always a fan of not being house rich and cash poor. So if you have $50,000, $70,000, but you're going to be able to spend $30,000 on the transaction, and you got 3-6 months of mortgage payments left over, and you're not spending all your money, I think that's when you really know from a financial perspective that you're ready. But I think most importantly, once you're mentally ready, because home ownership is not an easy thing. It's not a cakewalk. So you got to be mentally prepared for anything that comes your way. These homes need a lot of maintenance in most cities. And even though we had someone on here earlier, I can't remember his name. He just bought the house in Georgia, and he was saying that they did a home inspection, and then when they moved in, he had to spend $4,000 or $5,000 in repairs right away, because stuff wasn't
right. I heard the story.
Yeah, so like that happens, and that's why I always preach: don't be house rich and cash poor. because of those type of situations that sometimes the home inspectors don't uncover until you actually live there is when you uncover. So once you have your money, your reserves, and you're mentally ready for that responsibility, then I feel like that's when you know you're ready to buy.
I would like to work with that 4321 plan you had.
Yeah, I mean, look, if your goal is your goal to be a landlord and build a portfolio,
Yes, sir.
then I would highly
So I want
recommend.
my,
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. Well, I want to buy a multifamily house. Most likely, well, I'm in the Bronx, New York, so I would like to buy a multifamily house, preferably a four family, and then go down to the 3, 2, 1.
I think that's a smart move to do. I think if you do that in Jersey, it will be in your favor more so than the Bronx. Jersey, you can get a four family for under $500,000 in certain areas, and that four family can bring in $6,000 to $8,000 in rental income. So you can cash flow, and even while you're living there, I do a lot of loans in Jersey, and I'm saying this because I'm seeing it every day from the people I'm doing loans for, and I'm telling you, man, I got people that I put up in Jersey with FHA and VA loans, and they're living for free and still making $1,000 or $2,000 a month cash flow on top of that. By buying 3 and 4 families. So for all my New Yorkers out there, if you can move to Jersey and get a multifamily, especially if it's your first buy, please do yourself that favor and do it. Because Jersey, everybody's migrating from New York. You see the Bronx is crazy right now. 4 years ago,
Yeah.
Bronx multifamilies was $500,000. Now them things are 800. Like, it's crazy in the Bronx. So if you can go across the bridge and go to Jersey, I would highly recommend that, brother.
Yeah, I'm from Patterson, like your man is.
Then you already know what it is. You see what's happening in Patterson. Caesar and them killed Patterson. It's like they own everything out there. It's a great market.
Oh, yeah.
And like I have even one of my guys. Shout out to my guy Brooklyn Quan, right? He just hit me up today. A matter of fact, I'm gonna get his text. He told me about a 2-family. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it right now. Hold on. Damn, you see this? How many text messages I got? All right, so he got right now. He has a 3-family in New Jersey for $425,000, right? With with a 2-bedroom basement in the apartment, bro. So you got 425 with a 2-bedroom basement in an apartment on a 3-family home. That's probably bringing in $6,000-$7,000 a month right there. Shout out to my guy Brooklyn Quan. I'm gonna post this on my Instagram. Matter of fact, with pictures of the house and everything when we get off of here tonight, so that way everyone can see exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna tag my man Brooklyn Quan. He just fully rehabbed the house. So if you're in New York, you want to buy a cash flowing 3-family fully renovated, this could be a good deal for somebody.
Sound like I need to call your man Quan.
Look, man, call my guy Brooklyn Quan, man. I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna tag him on my Instagram. It's 7:20 now, so I'm gonna get off here in like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna post this up there, and then I'm gonna tag him on there, and then boom. Matter of fact, let me ask him right now. I'm gonna call him right now. I'm gonna ask him what rental income is.
So I can go through the process and
yo Quan,
maybe
I'm on YouTube right now live, and I'm actually talking to some folks on live, and I was talking about your property in Jersey for $425. Yo, you got a minute? You want to jump on this YouTube live with me if I send you the link?
Yeah, I'm out if it could come up.
Huh?
If it could come up, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. So How
do I do it? What do I go on to YouTube?
Yeah, so I go into my YouTube channel right now, MG the Mortgage Guy, and then it's going to be a comment in the links that's like a StreamYard comment that you click on, and then it'll bring you on like an Instagram live.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
All right, so go on my joint right now, then I'm gonna bring you up here so you can talk about your property.
All right.
All right. You see, that's how shit happens. I'm gonna bring him on right now to talk about it.
like that.
Now, what you were saying, bro? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I was, all right, if I go on Instagram, I can fill out the application and maybe get one of your people to start working with me and maybe find something in Jersey.
Absolutely, 100%. 100%. We can get you pre-approved and get you ready to go.
Hey, I didn't forget I owe you on that haircut.
I need that haircut, brother. You see, I'm looking. You see, I'm looking kind of crazy right now.
Yes, sir.
You always catch me when I'm looking crazy too. I appreciate you, King.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
All right, we'll do. What are we talking?
All right, brother. Anytime you're ready. All right, let's see if my man Brooklyn Quan on here. Yo, Quan, you on here yet, man? Well, my guy Brooklyn Quan, man. Click that link right there. Let me send. I'm gonna send you. There we go. Quan, what's good, bro? Unmute yourself. Unmute him.
There we go.
There we go. Quan, you hear me?
Yeah. You can hear me?
You on the road, son?
Yeah. I'm just pulling up to a birthday dinner, but business is business.
Business is, yo, you could turn your lights on a little bit?
Yeah, I was trying to.
So that way the people can see you. There we go. Now we can see you, bro. What's good, son?
All right. What's going on?
So I was just talking to somebody in the audience right now, and he was in the Bronx, and he was talking about buying multifamilies and shit. So I'm like, look, y'all need, if you're in New York, you need to go across the bridge, go to Jersey. And I'm like, wait a minute. Matter of fact, my man Quan just sent me a home run deal today that I'm going to post on my Instagram. So I was telling him about the property. So let you tell him about it because it's your property. Talk to him about your 3-family that's fully renovated.
Yeah, right. So I got a few of them in the works right now. But what I do is we go in and we gut everything out. So everything is brand new. You got brand new vinyl floors, all new windows, all new appliances, not stainless steel, but I do the black appliances. It's easier to maintain. So all new appliances. And then the bonus is I finished out the basement with a 2-bedroom with a kitchenette, full bathroom. So all my properties, I finish out all 3 floors, brand new garage, three car garage, and a bonus unit in the basement, 2 bedrooms. So I got a few of those coming to the market. That one is $425 right now.
That one's $425. All right, so I'm gonna do some quick numbers so that way everybody have a better understanding, right? How much is the rental income on that property?
Okay, so we got the 1-bedroom on the 3rd floor, that's $1,200. We have the 2-bedroom on the 2nd floor is $1,600. Then I have a 2-bedroom with a office in the back. That one's $1,700. And then the basement, of course, you could rent that off market $900.
So
it should be like 56.
Yep. So you got 5,600 in rental income, right? How much are the property taxes on this property?
7,500.
That's pretty low.
Yeah.
So all right, guys. So we got a $425 sales price. We got a 3.5% down payment, which would come up to $14,875. Now, Quan, are you offering any type of sales concessions to help pay closing?
Yeah, well, we could work it out depending on how the deal formulates.
Okay.
But also, I already have it approved for SADA, FHA. We have the certificate of occupancies. Everything's ready to go because it's not rented yet, but I have it ready for you to go, and I'm SADA approved.
There you have it, guys. So look, you got less than $15,000 for your down payment. He's willing to help with closing costs. You got your certificates of occupancies all ready to go. Now your mortgage payment on something like this with those taxes will be $2,673 a month, guys. Now, if this house is bringing in $5,600, so let's just take away one of the apartments, right? You said the cheapest apartment was
$1,200 on the top.
$1,200. So let's just take away that $1,200, right? So you got $1,200. So you got $4,400 because you're gonna have to live in one of those units, right? And we can't use the basement as one of those units that you're gonna live in, right? But when you move in, you can do whatever the hell you want to do when you move in. But from a banking standpoint, this is how we're gonna work the numbers. So you got $4,400 of rental income to help you qualify for this mortgage. Now, your payment's only $2,600. So you guys got to look at this. I just said this to you guys when we was talking to my guy before, Quan, that if you go to Jersey, if you're in New York, you can live for free and still cash flow $1,000 to $2,000 a month. This property is no different. This property right here will cash flow you almost $2,000 a month while you living there for free. So if you're in New York, you want to get pre-approved, or you already pre-approved and you're ready to buy a multifamily and start your house hacking journey, hit up my man Quan ASAP, because this property is not going to last. How can they reach you, Quan, to go look at this property, bro?
I think I tagged my name at Brooklyn Quan. So on Instagram, you could just DM me at Brooklyn Quan. All of my properties is in Essex County, New Jersey. So I got a bunch of other stuff to offer as well. I got a 4/4/2 coming to the market as well, just 2 blocks from this one. So anything in Essex County area, that's pretty much me. So at Brooklyn Quan on Instagram.
Look, hit up my guy, Brooklyn Quan. Tell him MG sent you, so that way you get that VIP treatment from my man,
right.
Brooklyn Quan. And look, go buy these fucking houses, man. He look, his work is great. You know, if you go to his page, you'll see exactly what he's doing. He's very transparent. He's out here getting to a big bag in real estate and helping a lot of people buy homes in New Jersey. And he's from Brooklyn, so like you already know, he's gonna do top-notch work.
Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the outlet.
No doubt, bro. I'm gonna post this on my gram later.
All right, cool.
All right, brother.
All right, have a go.
Look, man, I tell y'all, man, if you're in New York, you need to be going to Jersey. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I really don't. This is where y'all need to go. If you're in New York, look to buy in Jersey. Cash flow, baby. Cash flow. All right, I'm going to take a few more questions, and I got to get out of here. I got a therapy session coming up.
Which neighborhood was that in? That you talking about?
In Essex County, New Jersey. Hit up at Brooklyn Quan for more information on Instagram. They crying about the questions? Oh, shout out to Pamela with the $10 super chat. That's how you get the attention of Tukes. You got to throw the super chat up there. You want your question answered quickly, super chat your life away. All right, Pamela says, blessings, MG. Are you going to accept PayPal in the future? I'm so nervous about putting my credit card information into different platforms. The systems that we use to host the courses don't accept PayPal for whatever reason, but if you want to Zelle the money or Cash App it, just let me know. I'll accept Zelle, Cash App. We can do it that way. Or I have PayPal too, so you can just PayPal it to me directly, I guess. I don't know how that would work. She can do that because that's, yeah, you can PayPal it to me directly. Or just Zelle it or Cash App. So Pamela, just DM me and we can figure that out. What? Yo, Doc, what's this dude named? Doc Tan Man? Crispy Cam, he said Cam crispy as fuck. Don't gas up Tukes, right? Because we don't need this shit. Tukes just had us sounding like Megatron mixed with a little bit of T-Pain with the auto-tune. Like, come on, bro. Cam crispy as fuck. No.
Let him know.
Shout out to Tukes Productions because the camera does look crispy as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you up, but you know what? He had us sounding like
Anyways, next question.
T-Pain
Right.
earlier. Okay. All right. If looking at a 3 or 4 family multifamily property in New Jersey, how are the rents being factored in as income under FHA? Look, Kalita, Blueprint Volume 1. Link is in the comments and in the description, 80% off. You're going to learn all of this. But the long story short of this is we're using 75% of the rental income to help you qualify. And there's a lot of other rules to this now. If you're buying 3 or 4 family units, if you don't have a certain amount of reserves, then we got to take another percentage off from there. So it's a lot that comes into rental income with FHA. But, you know, get the Blueprint Volume 1. I teach all of that in there. Where's the Polo? The Polo's not here today. Oh, India Aliyah, how are you? I'm preparing myself to buy a home in the fall, but due to COVID, I didn't make a lot of money in 2020. Can I still get pre-approved? Are there any creative strategies? I'm not sure if you can get pre-approved. I don't know because the main ingredient in getting you pre-approved is your debt to income ratio. So I need to know what your debt is and what the income was in order to really determine exactly how much you can get pre-approved for. And are there any creative strategies? Unfortunately, this is like Mr. Softy, right? You only have vanilla, chocolate, and some sprinkles. This ain't the wild cowboy days when we can make up some shit and do a whole bunch of creative things. The mortgage market is really cut and dry right now, so there's not really too many creative strategies when it comes to earned income. Uh-oh, another super chat. Shout out to Ty Mo. Like the picture. Great energy coming from your picture. All right, can you differentiate, but what's that, BW? I'm old. What?
Between?
That's between?
I guess, yeah, I've never seen it that way.
I never seen that way either. I'm old. Maybe that's a new way. You know, I gotta reach out to the millennial. So, can you differentiate between LTV and equity? What you recommend steering away from 100% financing programs like NACA and VA and go for equity? Wow, it's a lot to unpack in this. Can I differentiate between LTV and equity? All right. So look. Say the LTV is 95%, right? That means you're putting down 5% down payment. And that also means now you have 5% equity. So if you put down 10%, you know what I'm saying? Like your LTV is 90%, and then technically you have 10% of equity in the house because you put down that as a down payment. Now, when your house appreciates, that's when you really see true gain in your equity because now the home is appreciating. Now, do I say stay away from VA and other 100% financing programs? No. I love those programs. I think you should use 100% if you can qualify for, if you're a veteran and if you can do NACA, because why not? The program is there and it's other people's money, OPM. The more money that you keep in your pocket, the better. Leverage the bank's money. Why leverage yours? Equity is monopoly money, guys. Unless you are flipping homes, right? Or if you're buying investment properties, rental properties to live in, you should never, if you're buying a property, I mean, not investment properties to live in, but investment properties to rent out. But if you're buying a house to live in, equity is just one equation, but you don't really buy for equity. You're going to live there. Now, do you want to buy for equity, forcing the appreciation of the home? Yes. I'm a fan of buying below retail because I don't like to pay retail for anything. I like to buy homes that need to be repaired, so that way I can put my work into it, and then I can force that appreciation with the rehab, even if I'm going to live in that property. So I would say don't shy away from NACA or VA. I would say make sure you buy smart. Like we just heard my man Brooklyn Quan came up here. He got a multi-family that he's about to flip. Our first time home buyers got to start thinking like these investors. They're not buying at retail. They're buying the worst homes that you can find, and they're putting that money into it to force that appreciation. So if you really are concerned about equity and you want to buy a home where you can have a lot of equity in it, then you have to buy like an investor. You can't buy, especially in today's market when retail is going above asking price, you can't buy at those levels. You got to stay at certain levels. That's below market. Shout out to Chris Benjamin Worldwide. Who's at Chris Benjamin Worldwide? So we supposed to follow you? Wait, is this the Chris Benjamin that gave me the let me see. Is this the Chris Benjamin that gave me the drip I'm wearing? Because somebody else in the comments said something about a Chris, right? For the sweater. So I'm gonna check your Instagram right now. And let's see. At Chris Benjamin. At Chris_Benjamin. Yeah, my guy, Chris Benjamin. Shout out to you. I've been trying to figure out what the hell your name was. But shout out to you for sending over the drip. I'm pointing to the wrong thing. I'm like over here, the logo's over here. But shout out to you, Chris Benjamin. Everybody go follow Chris Benjamin. If you like this hoodie that I'm wearing right now, My guy, Chris Benjamin, Worldwide, provided this drip that I'm wearing.
What size is that?
What size is this? I don't know.
Is it oversized?
Is it oversized?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean? Is it for...
Like how my hoodie is. Like this is a medium, but it's like a large.
What? How's it a medium, but it's like a large?
It's like a large. It means it's oversized.
I don't know. You talking some fashion shit to me, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You know that's not my fucking way.
How many he sent you?
He sent me
2?
yeah, a small
Oh, okay.
and whatever size I'm wearing. I think this is an extra large.
He sent you a small one?
Yeah, for Tuts.
Let me see. I'm gonna try it on to see what size, like if it was medium, see how it fits.
Well, you want a fucking a medium extra large?
No, I don't know how it fits. If it's an oversized fit.
Nah, this shit feel like
I'm saying it's
if-
nice. I would want to get one. That's why.
Nah, actually, the material's really good on this, right? It snugs my fat body really well. Like, I like this shit. And and it came with some sweats, too. I'm gonna throw them shits on tomorrow, probably. I'm gonna probably run this outfit back again. Fuck it. Like, fuck it. Who cares? Shout out to Chris Benjamin. I'm gonna make sure that, let me screenshot. Chris Benjamin, screenshot this right now, Playboy, and tag me in your stories, and then I'm gonna repost you, and then obviously I'm gonna take clips from this video, and then I'm gonna tag you when I do that. But shout out to you, man. The drip it definitely feels good. The quality is good. I definitely need some more of these hoodies. It fits my fat boy gut perfectly. You're making me look a little slim too. So shout out to you with the good drip. Shout out to Chris Benjamin.
Prudent Mom.
Prudent Mom. Mortgage credit certificates. Didn't you ask me this on Instagram too? I don't really feel like getting into that right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just like too much for my brain to keep. I'm gonna go over people's heads on that. I really don't want to go on to that right now. I'll make a whole video about that just for you, Prudent Mom, because I love you, Prudent Mom. So I'll make a whole video about that, breaking that down, because that's just like too much brain power right now to go through. Can you use FHA to do a new build? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What else we got? What time is it? I got a session coming up in 15 minutes. I love y'all, but a lot of y'all didn't hit this like button, and it's really starting to make me tight.
We're gonna wrap this up. Last question.
Last question. We got 193 likes. We got 1 dislike. I wish I could tell who's disliking this right now. Come on. All right. I'm house hacking a duplex in Dallas using an FHA 203K loan at 3.5% down. It's on Airbnb. My mortgage is $1,693, and this month I'm doing $4K. This is my 3rd week. Woo! Yo, bro, get on this live with us, bro. We need to talk to you, man. You keep his thing up here. What's his name? Dino BTV. Come on, bro. You can't be coming out here talking all this nice and juicy talk. You know what I'm saying? Talking about your mortgage is $1,700 basically, and this month you doing $4K, and it's a duplex. Like, we need to know more details, bro. Jump on this live with us, man, so we can talk to you about your success that you having with your house hack on this 203K loan, bro. Jump on here real quick, man. We need to have a conversation with you. I love to see and hear things like this. This is so fucking beautiful, man. Congratulations. If this don't inspire y'all to get in the game, look at this. A duplex in Dallas. His mortgage is $1,700. And he's Airbnb that joint $4K this month. It's $2,300 profit. Come on, man. If y'all don't word, talk about it. The people want to hear from you, Dino BTV. Jump on. All right, who this? Some other dude. Yo, you stupid.
It says Landon.
Put Landon on then. Dino not on yet. Some other dude. What's good, King?
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Put Landon on then. Dino. What's going on, bro?
Dino BTV.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Oh, what's good, bro?
What's up?
My man, talk to us.
Yeah. So.
What's the echo? That's you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn down your thing on your end because we hear the echo on our side.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix this. Yeah. So in July, I got me so I got the worst house in the neighborhood. It's near the medical district in Dallas. So it's like 5 minutes from downtown. So when I got it, I was planning on just renovating it and just renting it out. But I would hear like a lot of things from people saying, you can maximize your profits if you just do Airbnb. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna look into it. So I would talk to like a lot of like older adults, and they would just be like, I don't think Airbnb is a good idea. It's a risk. You should just keep the steady, rental income, everything like that. But I'm like right by the hospital. I'm walking distance from the hospital. I'm 5 minutes from downtown. So I got this duplex for $150, and it was only it was only live for 5 hours, and I put an offer in. Like 20 minutes later, it was a few more offers, and we was able to get it under contract. Got it in July. Took 5 months to renovate it. I'm actually in it right now. Took 5 months to renovate it. Got done in like the end of December, like kind of. And so it took me like a week to get furniture for Airbnb. Put it up on Airbnb. It's been 3 weeks. I made $1,300 the past 2 weeks. So I was only paying around $400 for my mortgage. And then this month, my projected earnings are $4,000. So I've already started like an Airbnb business and everything. I'm trying to get my next property. Likely I'll get a duplex or a fourplex and end up doing the same thing, house hacking. I get to move out in July. So, I'm going to end up putting my side on Airbnb and continuing the process. But I just kind of wanted to share that because I know, I just joined this this live chat, and I see you guys talking about like renting and everything like that, and I kind of just wanted to share that you can house hack a duplex or house hack a fourplex, threeplex, whatever it is, and put it on Airbnb if you're in a prime location and make some money, because it's been happening for me. So just wanted to share that.
Man, that's amazing. So first and foremost, you did a 203K loan.
Yeah.
Right. So you brought under value a little bit. You rehabbed it. Okay. And now you're living in one unit and your mortgage payment is $1,693, and you Airbnb the second unit versus doing long-term tenants. You taking the short term to get the cash flow.
Yep.
How much rent would you receive if you did the long-term tenant like people were telling you to do?
$1,400.
$1,400 a month versus $4,000 a month right now.
Yep.
Aren't you glad you don't listen to people? Everybody's a freaking expert, right?
My dad thought he was an expert. My mom thought he was an
expert. Your parents are the worst ones.
Right.
They think they know everything. Shout out to the parents, though, because I'm a parent, too, and my kids probably say the same thing to me. But look, most parents are old school. They want that comfort. They don't want risk. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like that's where they was going with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. They saw because my initial investment for Airbnb was around $4,000, but at the same time, I didn't. My down payment for my property was $21,000. So I'm like, I already spent $21,000 to get this property. It's nothing for me to spend $4,000 on an investment that I normally make. Like I'm about to make that $4,000 investment back this month, and I'm assuming that this Airbnb will make my $21,000 back before December comes. So over time, I think the investment was a lot better because of where I'm at. Like, if you focus on location, if you're house hacking, you can maximize, your profits, whether it's renting out. I'm by the hospital. If anybody has a property and they're near the hospital, you can put your property on furnished founders, and traveling nurses that are coming to the city, they'll come there and stay at a furnished rental. So now you have, a nurse paying probably $2,000 over what the actual rent would be, and the hospital's paying for half of that. So now you're getting a guaranteed income that's way over what the market is renting for. Like I'm in a low income area, like the median household income like 44,000 around here. But you know, I'm getting traveling nurses, I'm getting working professionals, like all these people coming over here spending way more than what my rent, what I would charge for rent. So this is an easy $10,000 a month income producing property when I move out.
10,000 easy, bringing in probably 10,000 a month, and you're paying 1,700 a month.
Exactly.
Man, look, if our brother Landon, shout out to Landon in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Goes by Dino BTV on YouTube, so make sure you guys subscribe. All right. If you guys don't get inspired by this brother's story, look, I don't know this man from a hole in the wall, can of paint. I saw the comment. I said, "Yo, we got to get him on here," and he jumped on. He's sharing his story, man. People were asking about rent versus own earlier. What's your answer? What's your answer to the folks earlier that was saying rent versus own? Should they continue to rent and wait for the market, right, to crash or the foreclosure wave? What do you say to those folks based off of your success right now, house hacking with Airbnb?
So right now we're in like the most uncertain time. So I mean, if it's one thing that you should do is take the risk, to own something, because right now everything is so uncertain. So we don't know what could happen out of like when things go back to normal. Like we don't know what can happen. So I think if you're thinking about renting to owning, like whatever it is, I think that the best play is to go ahead and find you something that you can own, because interest rates are low. Like my interest rate is at 3.1%. Like it's low. My parents say, like back then, when they got a house, it was at 8%. Like so it's just it's better. I think it's a better play to buy something rather than to continue to spend rent, because you're gonna get I put $100,000 into this property. When I do this HELOC, I'm gonna go get another one. So it's like I think the better play is to buy. I came out of college, no debt, and ended up saying, I don't want to rent. Like I don't want. Period. I don't want to rent. Like it wasn't even in my head to rent. I was like, I'm gonna get this real estate money, however, by any means. Gotta do what I gotta do. So I decided that the best option was to buy. I bought in the middle of the pandemic last year. So that was a risk in itself. I wasn't sure. I was uncertain about the times and what everything that was going on. But I'm like, I'd rather take this risk now and invest in something and buy something rather than wait next year when things are back to normal and things are straight and continue to rent and then feel like, when things go back to normal and things are back up, I'm like, well, back last year, things were a lot less and things cost a lot less. I could have bought me something and been up right now, or I could have been building equity or whatever it was, So I just think that
building up your cash flow like you're going to be doing.
Exactly. So, I mean, I think the perfect thing to do is if you're really considering buying versus renting, then in your head, you should understand, okay, I might as well go buy something. Like, people that are renting, they're renting for a reason. And people that are thinking about buying versus renting, they see something that has convinced them that maybe I should buy, and maybe you really should go buy something, because I think it's the best play. And, it's an asset. So you're keeping it for, as long as you want until you decide to go sell it or do whatever with it. Like, I'm not selling this property. I'm not selling this property anytime soon unless something crazy happens. I'm trying to buy the house next door. I'm trying to buy the whole street. I'm trying to buy the whole street until it's like, he own all the houses on the street. And then I'm able to do whatever I want with it. Like Budweiser is right next door. They're trying to buy the whole neighborhood. Well, nobody in the neighborhood trying to sell these houses. So it's going to come a point in time where, I had the opportunity to do what I want to do, and now I got my first one. So this is my first duplex. So, I'm I'm gonna end up trying to get more and more. But right now, I think the best time, like during these uncertain times, is to take that risk because I definitely don't regret it, and I don't think I'll ever regret it.
Man, look, man, thank you for coming on and sharing your testimony with everybody, man. This was a powerful story. How can they follow you on Instagram and everything so they can continue to follow your journey, bro?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram at Real Brazil. I'll put it in the chat, but it's REAL Brazil, BRAZILE.
Look, make sure y'all follow him, man. Tap in with his journey. I hope he inspired you guys to want to go out here and buy some real estate. Look, this is a success story. $1,693 a month in his mortgage payment. $4,000 he's collecting on Airbnb from the unit that he's not even living in. He's living for free right now, plus cash flowing. He used the FHA 203K loan to accomplish this goal, man. So, like I always tell you guys, once you use creative financing like this, you thinking like the investor now. And my brother right here is well on his way to getting his second property by the end of the year with no problem with this type of cash flowing numbers. So shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I'm also booked till the second week of April. So
you booked to win the second week of April?
Yep.
So you got a guaranteed 4,000 coming.
It'll probably be like 2,000 maybe because I have a 42 nighter and that 42 nighter paid 3,000. So it'll eventually taper off. But I mean, I'm getting a big month this year. I'm getting a big month this month. So, but just it being booked. I mean, that's the biggest thing because now because even next month I'll still be making profit. Like I'll be well over $500, $600 profit than what I'm paying for mortgage anyway. And this month I'm still way over that. So, it's just about finding the best way to utilize your investment, and however you can, you might as well explore those options.
Man, that's beautiful, man. Look, congratulations, continued success, man. Anytime you see me on, you want to jump on, man. We want to keep updated with your story, man. So please feel free to continue to jump on anytime you see me on, bro.
All right, appreciate it. Have a good day.
All right, you too, brother.
Yep.
Look, guys, that was nothing but fucking gems. Rants and Gems, baby. The podcast coming soon. And when the podcast come with my co-host, which I'm going to announce next month, look, we're going to have stories like this on the podcast all day long, man, because there's so many success stories like this that we need to hear from you guys. Forget the influencers and all this other crap. The real people every day who out here buying real estate from their first time buying a house, second time buying a house. Maybe they were nervous, they were scared, but they jumped out the window, they did it, and now they are making money, man. This is what you need to be doing, guys. Buy real estate and also diversify. Buy stocks, learn options, learn futures, diversify your portfolio, build wealth in the Black and Hispanic communities, man. We need to do this, man. This is the stuff that we need to be doing. So like I said, I'm not opposed to anybody renting. Renting serves a purpose, but we have to push the narrative in our communities. The homeownership rate in the Black community is 44% in the fourth quarter of 2020. Let me repeat that. The Black homeownership rate as of the fourth quarter in 2020 is 44%. Compared to our white counterparts, they're at 65.8% in the same time frame. We got to get this renter's mentality out of our system, and we have to become owners, guys. The only way we take back our power is if we become owners. Please. All right? Shout out to everybody on the super chats. I'm going to answer. Go to the first one. It was one right there. Thanks for inspiring us, MG. Thank you, Micah. I appreciate you, Queen. All right, Jeff Hamilton Jr., thank you for the super chat. You too, Micah, thank you for the super chat. Can you explain what you need to qualify to refi out of a hard money, private money into a conventional and a cash flow rental? I explained that earlier in this live, but I'm going to break it down again real quick. It's all about your loan to value when you're refinancing out of a hard money, right? So if you're trying to go into a conventional and if you got a 3 or 4 family, the max LTV on a rate and term refinance for an investment property for 3 or 4 family will be 70% LTV. So you have to make sure your loan to value is 70%, all right? If you have that 70%, then you're going to be able to refinance out of that hard money and go into a conventional loan. But you got to have that 70% LTV if you have a 3 or 4 family property. All right. But go back and watch this video like in the middle, Jeff. And I went into a little bit more detail than what I did right now. Unfortunately, it's 8 o'clock. I got to go on a session right now at 8 o'clock. So I don't really have too much time to dig deep into that. Pause. But watch this replay of this video because I went into that for like 5 minutes and we was discussing that. All right. Shout out to everybody who jumped on the live. All of y'all who came on the first live when we sound like Auto-Tunes, T-Pain, Megatron Mix. I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. Everybody who's on the IG, then YouTube, then came back to IG, then back to YouTube. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all my earners. If you want to, shout out to Tukes Production for getting his shit together and getting this right. Because if he didn't get this audio right, we went and got these gems that we just got from everybody who jumped on this live with us today. So look, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I had fun today. I'm going to come back on YouTube more often because this was dope. Tukes, put in the comments one more time for the 80% off. If you want the Home Buyers Blueprint Volume 1 for 80% off, we're putting it in the comments right now. It's going to be the link in the description as well. And DM, if you don't catch it on one of these two things, you can always DM me the word on Instagram, Blueprint. DM me the word Instagram on DM me the word Blueprint on Instagram, and I'll personally send you the link for the Home Buyers Blueprint for 80% off. Shout out to all my EYL University members. Tonight, 8 o'clock, y'all got a class right now, so get off this live and go to class right now and learn about business credit with Jose, the credit dude, right now. Also, check out Earn Your Leisure's last interview dropped yesterday with the GOAT himself, Master P. I was in the room for that interview, and let me tell you, that interview is filled with gems, so go watch that Master P interview and have a pen and pad because Master P and his team dropped so many gems, all right? So look, this is Matt Garland, nothing but love for y'all. NMLS number 58700, but I'm better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. Peace.
It's Matt G, making moves, flipping real estate. We building wealth, get your minds right and elevate. Yo, it's the Mortgage King, we do it truly, bro. Dropping gems like a thief up in the jury cell. Wealth building equity in real estate, the mission. Collaboration is greater than competition.